A tree full of fruit and a man full of knowledge are one. They humble themselves. The statement, a tree full of fruit and a man full of knowledge are one. They humble themselves, is a proverb of Indian origin that compares a wise person's humility to a fruit-laden tree. The core idea is that true wisdom and abundance lead not to arrogance, but to modesty and an attitude of service. The metaphor explained. The fruit-laden tree bows down. A branch heavy with ripe fruit bends low, offering its harvest to others. It does not stand tall and stiff with pride, but generously lowers its gifts so they can be easily taken and enjoyed. The wise person bows down. In the same way, a person with deep knowledge and wisdom does not need to flaunt their intellect. Instead, their abundance of inner fruit, knowledge, experience, and insight leads to an attitude of humility and service towards others. The contrast with emptiness. An arrogant or boastful person, like a barren tree or a branch with no fruit, is often seen as proud and erect. They have little to offer, but their ego keeps them rigid and unapproachable. Philosophical and spiritual roots. The proverb is found in many philosophical and spiritual traditions, highlighting a universal truth about character and wisdom. Indian languages, a similar saying exists in Indian languages, the tree which bears a lot of fruit is always bent over. A Sanskrit verse also notes that virtuous people are always humble, contrasting them with dull and foolish people who are rigid like dry wood. Religious parallels, this concept of a fruitful and humble tree is also echoed in spiritual texts. For example, some interpretations of Christian teachings relate the idea of good fruit to a humble and giving nature, as seen in the Sermon on the Mount. In Hinduism, a fruit-laden tree symbolizes humility and modesty. Modern interpretation, the analogy serves as a reminder that the true measure of a person's greatness is not in their accomplishments,